Classical Rebellion.
And we're back with another episode of
Sunday morning music. Oh, yes, Classical Rebellion.
Classical Rebellion.
That's it.
You have to stay consistent so people
Is it
know.
is it this or this?
It's a fist
It's a
with a spear.
oh, a fist and a spear. Not like is that? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, that works.
Either way.
That looks a little stronger.
So just so we know that when we see you in public,
Yeah.
we do that. We because it's kind of like a secret society handshake or something like that. People
Yes.
go. You go.
Let's have a look at that handshake again in slow motion.
So we're here to talk about just a quick review of kind of things that you were at the symphony on
I was
Friday
at
night.
Symphony Chamber Music on Tuesday night and Symphony Downtown Friday night.
A Joyce Yang doubleheader.
Yes, Joyce Young all week.
And today as well, which I intend to go to see hear the Paganini variations.
Rhapsody on a Theme by Paganini.
Yeah, I mean the Rachmaninoff.
By Rachmaninoff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I think
Get it right, John.
should play to her strengths. I think it should play to her strengths. But I wanted to mention a concert that I was at on Friday evening at All Saints Episcopal Church on 6th Avenue. It's part of the Healey Wilan birthday celebrations put on by Ruben Valenzuela of Bach Collegium fame, and featured many Bach Collegium singers, past and present.
Bach Collegium San Diego.
Bach Collegium San Diego. For me, there's only one. And also singers from UNLV, part of their chamber choir, was able to come down and contribute to that. And it was a free concert, and one that should have been better attended than it was. There were about 50 people there, and it was quite a treat. The music of Healey Wilan is always worth hearing. He is...
I'm not familiar with the name.
Well, the Healey Wilan is, when I go back to my early days in church music, my first job was at St. James Episcopal Church as a paid singer in La Jolla. And for me, Anglican Church Music 101 consisted of, as I recall, Lee Hoybe's Inherit the Kingdom, Herbert Howell's Like as the Heart Desireth the Waterbrooks, the Titcomb Te Deum. We praise thee, O God, we acknowledge thee to be the Lord. I mean, it's a, fantastic. And the David McKay Williams in the year that King Uzziah died.
Yes.
And when you've got those, you have a collection of chestnuts in your hand.
I love the year that King Uzziah died.
Oh, it's fantastic. And the house was filled with smoke.
That should actually be the name of what we're doing
Close down
here.
the swell box and put on the 8-foot reeds.
We should ditch Classical Rebellion and go with the year that King Uzziah died.
Yeah, well, and anything by Healey Wilan. Rise Up, My Love, My Fair One. And I just encountered that again at a traditional Roman Catholic nuptial mass in Long Beach as a prelude. And it's perfectly appropriate. Always tuneful. Lots of thirds, lots of triadic harmonies interposed on one another, sometimes creating suspensions and augmented harmonies. And he's a reduction of the Vaughan Williams mode, because he's writing for more concision for the church.
Sure.
But no less rewarding. I mean, it's really a genius. He had 1,100 compositions published. I mean, that's the most of any North American church composer. He wrote a piano concerto that is substantial.
So he's American.
He was born in England.
Okay.
And moved to Toronto early in his career, and was 50 years at St. Margaret's. All Saints, I think. Okay. In Toronto. And was a stalwart, a fantastic improviser and writer of extraordinarily poetic music. And the thing about it is that about Healey Wilan is, in my mind, is that it's not the mode that he writes in is not a complex one, especially because he's trying to keep it concise. He called his masses stopwatch masses because they had to be concise,
right?
And yet remain substantial. So the mode is not overly complex. It's always appealing and always subtle, but always tasteful, consummately tasteful, never repetitious, and always tasteful. And that is a genius. I mean, he had a genius for that, because all of the pieces by Wilan are all different. They're all most are similar, but they're different. But they're never trite.
Okay.
Never trite. And Ruben did a fantastic job. Ruben Valenzuela is an insightful conductor, is very effective at motivating choirs and leading them. He did a wonderful job.
Is he nice about it, or is he mean? How does he motivate the choir?
Oh, I wouldn't cross him. No, I'm kidding. No, he's very nice about it. His technique is very very close to the body. He keeps his.
Okay.
He's not usually widely expansive, but he's always inflecting the music with his hands. It's a very effective technique.
Okay.
Very very effective, and he keeps the choir together in focus and gives them excellent dynamic and tempo indication. So he's always clear, and that's a pleasant thing to sing under. Let me tell you. So anyway, well done everybody, and there will be some more Wilan West Festival. They're getting through his 50th anniversary of his death this year. There'll be some more in November. And I would recommend getting out to hear this was a free concert and involved some amateur singers as well, but who did a creditable job. But even if it's a paid concert, I would advise going to hear it. Wilan's music is always worth listening to.
So can we put a playlist together?
Sure, we can do a Wilan playlist.
All right, we'll do a YouTube and a Spotify.
Okay, let's do that.
You will do a YouTube and a Spotify.
Oh, yes, I will. I will.
I mean, I could just listen to it, and I'll listen to them.
I could go on. I might do a written review of this, but to go on a little bit about some of the individual pieces, but just for as a concert notice, try to make it to the Wilan West events. They're well worth hearing. Okay,
and we'll get the dates. I'll get the dates, and that'll be in the description of this. We'll put it on the website and on our Facebook and Instagram, where you can follow us.
You can follow us on Instagram.
You can follow this. Look, right now we don't have, what do we got? 130 some followers on Facebook. John is yet, I think, to invite his whole friend list.
Must do.
And then that should double it. And then on Instagram, we've got 10 followers. So you can follow us as we progress through. Maybe.
What?
I don't know. I second guessed myself and then decided to see how long we could hold that.
Well, seeing as how the Vivaldi just ended on the turntable.
That's good. I was going to say maybe we should explain, kind of the big picture here, but we'll get to that at some point.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
But so this afternoon is Rachmaninoff at the San Diego Symphony, and keep an eye out for more Wilan West concerts at All Saints on 6th Avenue.
It is an abundant harvest this autumn in San Diego.
Yes, and don't forget also our next extended chat is going to be about Shostakovich and the upcoming Shostakovich Fest at the San Diego Symphony.
Yes. Okay.
We're
going. No, other way.
Sorry.
Here we go. Yeah, that's like paper and rock meeting, but like it's a standoff. Paper doesn't cover rock,
but it's also kind of like Bill and Ted's Excellent Classical Rebellion. See ya.